welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead you? Who'd have thought they'd lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, the tease in my lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right. All right, give it a stretch. Okay. Oh, yeah. All right. Welcome back. Hopefully, that last work session was a productive one for you. For me, not too bad. I paid off some things, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to run it back up. I'm paying it off so I can buy another thing that's going to like run it back up. So at least I'm paying it off, you know what I'm saying? So I've made the decision that I made the decision. I made the decision I'm going to purchase that printer. And because I've been watching a bunch of like videos and the things I'm looking for, it does. I see the people who are doing the reviews doing the thing that I want, like a few things. And so, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with it. It's gonna, as they say, bite the bullet and make it happen because I can use it like as soon as it comes in. Like I have stuff I would like to use it for. And so, because the other way is like one of them, it'll be like two machines, and one of them is like a Kickstarter. That's not who knows that's going to end and when that actually goes through. So there's things I want to use it for now that I've got coming up, and so I think it's just going to be good all around. And so it ticks a lot of the boxes for me that I would have to do separately for in two machines. I can do it one, and it does more than the two machines separately. So yeah, so I think I'm just going to pull the trigger and just call it a day. So I know I'm going to do it. I said I made a decision. So that's why I paid off the credit card. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to I get points and like cash back and stuff. So yeah. All right. Cool. So now, and plus it's a business expense. So yeah. All right. And I ordered some supplies and stuff, and I didn't get a chance to cut that. I'm gonna do that soon. The installation. I got the drawings I drew out and stuff, and then I want to I'm gonna get some measurements on this thing. So a few things I want to get done, but slowly but surely. All right. So for this break session, I want to take a look at. So hopefully you are also making some strides in whatever it is that you're working on. But for this break session, I wanted to talk about. We've spoken about this before, and I'm at a link to the site, to the blog post, so you can check it out for yourself. But I wanted to talk about, where are we here? This one. The Popover API is now baseline newly available. So we spoke about it before. I think probably it was around this time in April 2024 that, hey, this thing is coming out. It's pretty dope. And the Popover, we showed some examples and things. Like it was pretty cool. And I guess it was kind of like a delay or something. They talk about it in this article. And yeah, so I just kind of want to say, hey, it's now basically baseline newly available, which I believe means that it's like you can see here that it's available in Chrome, Edge, Firefox, and Safari. So that's pretty dope. All right, and it's pretty useful. I mean, and we'll take a look at some examples. But so they didn't say who wrote this, but shouts to whoever wrote this. In April 2024, a post on this site, web.dev. Again, I posted a link to this article next to the recording of the video on the website untilit.works. But in April 2024, a post on this site announced that the Popover API was baseline newly available. However, we got it wrong. And Popover enters baseline as of January 27th, 2025. This post explains why we got it wrong and what has changed since to make these mistakes less likely to happen. So it's pretty cool to see that these folks are holding themselves accountable. You know what I'm saying? So because some people would have been like, like ship it out, and if it breaks, it breaks. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? At least you can tell they kind of care about the web and the future of the web. You know what I'm saying? So shouts to them. So this web feature is now available in all three major browser engines and become baseline newly available as of January 27th, 2025, like I said before. All right. What's the popover API, right? So it's probably good to, if you're new and you hadn't seen the previous video, you can go over this. So the popover API provides a built-in way to create various types of popover used in web applications. Previously, these required to use JavaScript because you'd have to like listen for a thing and pop it over and do like Z index and all this other stuff, and take great care to implement them in an accessible manner. The API brings all of this to the browser, and a simple popover can be created declaratively in HTML. So it's kind of like how I like with the dialogue. So we were kind of like comparing them previously, like the dialogue and the popover. You know what I'm saying? And so we have this button, popover target, right? My hyphen popover. So that's the target, right? So that's going to be the ID of the thing you want to pop over. And is open popover is the text of that button. Now, what is the my popover target? Is this div right here that has this text in it. So you see the ID, my popover, and then popover. I guess you have to say that it is a popover. You know what I'm saying? By that way. And I am a popover. With more information, you can hit escape or click away to close me. Now that's the thing with the dialogue, because dialogue, you can set it to where even if you click outside of the dialogue, it'll still stay there. I think they call it the rest of the page is inert. Like, so you can't interact with the rest of the page. But I think with a popover, if there's like a link still showing above the popover, you'll still be able to click that link. Whereas with like a dialogue, you couldn't. Even though there is a way to make it to where the dialogue acts like a popover, but it's cool to, in my brain, to have them separated. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I like to think about these things. Dialogues, you can't just dismiss like that. So for super important things where you need feedback from the person, or maybe you're just letting them know about something where they don't need to like click a button to accept something or cancel or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So here we go. So now, so I have some CSS, which is always nice, but let's take a look at this HTML though. So you notice there's no JavaScript, which is kind of dope. So that means server-side rendering, all this stuff. Like you get this out the box, which is pretty cool. But with dialogue, I mean, you can have it open when it like the page loads, but to open it, I believe you need JavaScript to be able to. You have to do like the show modal thing or something. So, but with this, no JavaScript needed, and you can see when you click. So when you click the button, right, you get this pop over, and it's nice how it like slides down, and that's all done through CSS. I'm saying like this transition here, they translate, takes 0.7 seconds, and it goes down 22 rems. I'm saying so that's pretty cool. Oh, and then they have the starting style thing, which so if the thing was open, if the popover was already open, like you refreshed it, then I think, oh no, that's the exit state. Okay, my bad. No, wait. Is there a, where is the, oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. So, they're just returning it back to 0, 0. So this is where the thing is. Is there like there's the button popover. Let's see. Yeah, okay, they're positioning at 2 rems. Are they doing like a okay, so no how are they getting this to be on top of here? Button popover. Interesting. I have no clue how they're getting this to be on top of here. Because there's no like at least from what I'm seeing, I don't see a like a position absolute or anything. Interesting. How this? Oh, they're using grid. Okay. So yeah, grid. So grid was throw everything on top of each other. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So then animating the popover in. So if it's open, so it translates back to where it is. But initially, it's at what was it, minus 22 here? Yeah. So the starting style. Okay. All right. Yeah. So that makes sense now with the minus 22 rem. Okay. Because, yeah, so they move it off the page upwards, minus 22 rem. Oh, that's pretty cool. So, yeah, so the exit state. So if you click it, it goes back. All right. Okay. And if it's open, it returns back to its original where it is. All right. I see it. Okay. That's pretty dope. Nice. Again, no JavaScript, which is pretty cool. All right. So now, why wasn't it baseline in April 2024 like they initially announced, right? So when Firefox shipped their implementation of Popover in April 2024, we hadn't yet discovered that there was a significant issue on iOS and iPad OS. So on these mobile browsers, clicking outside the popover didn't close it, a feature known as light dismiss. This is a problem that would prevent most developers from being happy to use popover. This meant that it shouldn't have been included as baseline back in April and needed to wait until the bug was fixed in Safari 18.3. So, okay. So when Firefox got it working, right? Cool. They're like, all right, everybody's got it. We're good to go. The major three. And then, but I guess there was something with iOS and iPad OS. So not necessarily like, so it had nothing to do with like Firefox. Firefox is just kind of like, were the last to add it. So they're like, all right, everybody's good to go. But little did they know there was an issue on iOS and iPad OS. So I don't think it's like Firefox on iOS, iPad OS. I think it's like Safari, because that's why they mentioned that the bug was fixed in Safari in 18.3. So, and that didn't happen until they said uh, September or something like that. All right. But yeah, cool. So now, why did we get it wrong? So baseline relies on the web features work to calculate when features are in or out of baseline. So if you take a look at an individual feature file in that project, such as the file for Popover, you'll see the individual features from the Mozilla browser compat data listed. One web feature typically contains a number of these inclusions. This is because a feature on the web isn't just a single property or method. It needs a number of component parts to work. So like it's kind of cool to see the behind the scenes stuff. Like when you open your browser, you really don't think about all of these things that happen behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty cool to see a peek behind the curtain. So now, nor is a feature an entire specification. CSS specifications, for example, often include sub-features that have never been implemented or are only used in in a specific context. The web features work uses a combination of existing availability data and human input to work out what constitutes a web platform feature, and crucially, whether a partial implementation is serious enough to keep it out of baseline. So there's all these different moving parts, and somewhere the wires were crossed, I guess, and they didn't realize that Safari had this bug, apparently. So yeah, so it says, however, due to the bug on iOS being severe enough to prevent popover being used, it wasn't ready. So they kind of like jumped the gun there. Oh yeah, so yeah, it wasn't updated until September. So they said it right there. Wow. Okay. Then how can they avoid this in the future? So we're already in a much better place with the data. The web features data is almost complete. And so we can have a greater degree of confidence with any of the features that we're declaring baseline. So, they're learning so they're using this as a learning experiment to kind of, do better on the next one. So that's pretty dope. So yeah, so that's cool. Because sometimes you never know there's a hole in your thing until it starts to leak. You know what I mean? And then you're like, oh, okay, now I know it's there. I can patch this thing and for future things. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty dope. So yeah, so shout out to everybody putting in work, because I appreciate all the people that help to make the web a better place. So that's just super dope. So shout out to them. All right, so let me get y'all back to work because, like I said, there's a few things I want to get done, and yeah, I'm trying to get all the small things done that can, especially stuff that's for like projects that I'm hopefully going to be making money from. And so yeah, so I definitely need to get parts of these things cut out for the. I at least want to get the horizontal parts cutout of the installation to put it there, so I can at least get that ball rolling. So, all right, cool. Let me get y'all back to work. Again, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna send y'all off with some traveling music. This right here is a track from Nujabes featuring a Honeybee. The track's called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out. See you 15 minutes after the hour. We'll take a look at an artist's website, listen to music, maybe watch some videos, and maybe you'll become a fan. All right, so again, thanks for hanging out. Nujabes featuring a Honeybee. Thank you. All right, y'all be easy. Peace.
But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me